Hello friends, hope all are doing well. Myself Dr. Veena Sakardande with my YouTube channel, that is Veena's Academic Realm, and this is a nursing education related channel. So today I am with you all with new topic from medical surgical nursing. So we are going to start the disease condition from the next session, but before that we will see how we are going to proceed with the disease condition. What will be the flow of studying the disease condition? So first we are going to study about the definition of the disease condition. What is the exact meaning of the disease? This is also called as a illness, or it is also called as a disorder. So for example, if you talk about the diabetes mellitus, how we are going to define whether it is a hormonal related problem, whether it is a metabolic problem. Like diabetes mellitus is a metabolic disorder. So it gives the meaning of disease condition. Second, we are going to study the causes of disease condition, where cause is also called as a reason. What is the reason for that particular disease condition? So for example, pulmonary tuberculosis. What is the cause of pulmonary tuberculosis? Like we can say Mycobacterium tuberculosis is a cause of pulmonary tuberculosis. So we know the exact cause of disease condition. So that will be under causes. Third is a risk factor. So word itself says risk factor, that is risk for the progress of the disease condition. And these risk factors are divided into three, that is modifiable risk factor, non-modifiable risk factor, and contributing risk factor. What are the modifiable risk factors? Modifiable, that means we can modify, we can change that risk factors. For example, lifestyle, lack of exercise, obesity, intake of so much of fat, sugar, salt, intake of junk food, lack of stress management. So these are the modifiable risk factors. What are the non-modifiable risk factors? Non-modifiable risk factors are like age, gender, ethnicity, or some genetic factors which we cannot change, we cannot modify. So that is a non-modifiable risk factors which are contributing to the disease condition. Third is a contributing risk factors. So what are the contributing risk factors? Are like again lack of stress management, obesity, lack of exercise, smoking, alcoholism, drug addiction, changes of lifestyle. There are so many sleeping pattern. These are contributing risk factors. Next, we are going to see about the pathophysiology of disease condition, how the disease is starting or how it is progressing, and what is the pathogenesis or what happens in the body. So we are going to study the pathophysiology. Next is a diagnostic assessment. Under diagnostic assessment, it is also called as the investigations. When we start with the diagnostic assessment, we are going to study first nursing assessment. Under nursing assessment, first is a history taking, nursing history taking, physical examination. Under physical examination, head to toe examination, then specific examination like systemic examination. Like for example, disease is related to respiratory system. So we are going to concentrate on the respiratory assessment. Next, there will be blood investigation, then care of patient during the blood investigation, how we are going to take the blood investigation, how we are going to send collection of report, recording, reporting. Then sonography like ultrasonography, 2D echo, ECG, EEG, CT scan. There are so many investigations. The nursing disability we are going to talk as per disease condition. Next is a sign and symptoms. Sign and symptoms is also called as a clinical feature, or it is also called as a clinical manifestation. What are the observations? How we are going to observe the symptoms? What patients telling about the sign and symptoms? So sign and symptoms. Then next is a management, which is important part of disease condition. How we are going to manage the disease condition? So first we will have a goal of management. What are the goal of management? For example, patient is having pain, abdominal pain. So this will be our priority, or we can say there will be along with the management, there will be symptomatic management. So relieving of the pain. So relieving the immediate symptoms. Symptomatic management of the patient. So first under management, goal of management. Second, medical management. Next, surgical management, and next nursing management. So when we talk about the medical management, we are going to see about the pharmacological management, therapeutic management, and dietary management as per disease condition under medical management. Then surgical management, in that what are the types of surgery performed that for the particular disease condition, if it is a surgical situation. What is pre-operative nursing management, intra-operative nursing management, that is in operation theatre or recovery room, post-operative nursing management in the recovery room, RR, or in the ward, surgical wards. Then nursing process, it is also one of the important part from nursing management. Then health education to the patient, how patient is going to take care at the home, what are the precautions to be taken. So health education. And then next is a rehabilitation of the patient, depend on the situation as per need of the patient. And next is a prevention of disease condition. So we are going to have these will be the categories, or these will be the titles. We are going to study the disease condition. So next session we are going to start with the actual disease condition from the medical surgical nursing. So hope you understood today what we had during the session. So please make sure to like, share and subscribe and comment down below my channel, that is Vina's Academic Realm, and do not forget to click on the bell icon so you will get the updates of my session. Okay, thank you. Take care. See you in the next session.